I don't know about y'all, but whatever's going on in the cosmos is cosmoing. Like, I am getting my butt handed to me. I got two cars in my driveway. Neither one of them are working. I went to go get somebody stranded in water, and the water then destroyed my vehicle. All kinds of issues, y'all. And I'm not gonna lie, some of these days I have been like just distraught. And I'm like, I know I'm on the right path. I know I'm on the right journey. Why is all this happening to me? And those days are heavy. And then I start, being like, well, why? Why? Is it me? I'm not doing right? Is there a test? Is there something I didn't learn? And I can get in my feelings like everyone else, despite everything I'm sharing with y'all and learning. But one thing remains true. I thank God for the difference a different day can bring, a different perspective. Like, have y'all had this happen to you where you've just, like, especially the last month, where things just seemed so bad? Like, bad, bad. Like, look, my glasses are very dirty. Bad. And you felt hopeless. You might have felt so overwhelmed. You could be anxious. You could be fearful of everything, given the state of the world. You could be struggling. You could have a lack of support. Or you could completely flip your perspective and change how you're looking at your obstacles. Y'all, with everything that happened with me, like, I cannot make this stuff up. Ever since I went to Turkey and Egypt, I know that was a portal. I know it was transformational. I went there to change the world. I went there to focus on the ark and Giza and the engine, and I knew the work I was going to do was going to muck up some stuff, and the dark matrix wouldn't be very happy with me. And boy, have they shown me that. Like, my phone died. I couldn't get a phone for a month. My cars have had like so many issues. I just can't even go over the list. Like, just know that both of them are not operating. Like, I have one that still drives, but it's making it like it's insane. And then I had this gnat infestation that came out of nowhere, and like they were all in our faces, and like no matter what I do, I couldn't get rid of them. I finally got rid of them, and then my other car stopped working. Like, and I just stopped, and like my friend was saying, he asked me a question. He said, do you feel like every time something good happens to you, something bad happens to you? And I was like, yes. And he was like, please don't think like that. You are in a new timeline, and it wants to test you. You have to guard your timeline. You have to make sure that you're doing the daily routines, that you are staying grounded, that you're staying focused, that you're doing your yoga, that you're eating well, that you're drinking your water, that you're staying positive mind. And I was like, he's right. And I prayed about it with my guides and my spirit team, and they said to me, I want you to start saying, there is no problem. There is no problem. There's only opportunity. Opportunity for a different perspective. Opportunity for growth. All that comes at me, I can handle it. And even if I don't have the answer today, even if I don't have a lot of help, I trust myself, and I trust myself enough that I'll figure it out. But the more that I put myself in despair, and the more that I perpetuate and believe everything is stacked against me, the more will be. So every day that I wake up from now on, I am going to put my shoe on my right foot first, and I'm going to say, I am favored by the divine creator, and there is no problem. There is only opportunity. And I'm going to protect myself, of course, with my daily affirmations and my mudras. But it is all about your perspective. And that does not mean that you aren't actually experiencing challenges, y'all, because everyone, with the exception of a few people I know, are really going through it. You're not really okay unless you're like in a 500 above club at this point. So if you're having one of those heavy days, one of those dark days, don't make any permanent decisions off of how you're feeling on that day. Wait to another day where you have a little bit of peace, a little bit more clarity, a little bit more lightness. Maybe it's not as urgent. Let yourself have a bit of peace of mind before you make any decisions that you might regret later on down the road. Not every day will be the same story. Sometimes things will just happen in your life and it'll just come out of nowhere. And the things that you were worried about, they won't even be issues anymore. So before you just give up, before you say, I'm just completely done, before you say, I can't take it anymore and do anything, I want you to give hope for the day tomorrow, to see what the day tomorrow will bring. It could be an answer that you didn't even think could come. It could be something that you thought could never happen. It could be a person who just reaches out to you and saves the day. It could be so many things. It could be that you get that job. You've put in over 150 applications and no one's hiring, and then all of a sudden they say, I want you. It could be that you're trying to get a place and you can't find a place. You think you're going to be homeless, and all of a sudden they contact you. It could be that you are homeless and you're living in your car and you feel like you have nowhere to go, and then you find a social service provider that will take you in with your kids to help you get on your feet to start another day. It could be that you don't know how you're going to put food on the plate for you and your kids, and then you get approved for SNAP benefits. It's so many, y'all, it just happens like that, And sometimes, like, I think perspective changes too. Like, I've been like, I ain't supposed to go nowhere. I obviously am not supposed to go anywhere. I'm not supposed to be driving because my tires went flat, my headlights stopped working, my brake system failed. Now I got some crazy sound coming out of my other car. Like, I do, and I could completely, like, I'm frustrated, I'm punished, they're out to get me. If I was paranoid, they're all out to get me because I'm doing this good work. Or I could say, I'm gonna go with the flow, and I always don't know the grand design, and maybe this is for my greater good. Maybe I'm supposed to be in hermit mode. Maybe I'm supposed to be focused on myself. Maybe I'm supposed to be focused on my career. Maybe I'm supposed to be focused on my children. Maybe it's protection. Maybe I'm not supposed to be driving around a lot. Maybe there really is danger out there for me, and it's best to keep me inside my spirit team so that nothing happens to me. You don't ever know. But if you have faith in yourself and you have faith in the divine creator, then you don't need to know all the answers. You just need to know who you are and how you're ready to stand up for yourself and your family, and to believe in yourself and to stay calm, to not let people yank you because you're in a place of fear and lack, and that you don't allow anyone to take away your dignity as a person just because you're going through circumstances and situations like we all are at this point in time. You don't lose your identity just because you're going through a hard day. Everyone has their own version of it. And the worst thing you can do is compare yourself to other people, because trust and believe me, the majority of people are not going to tell you how their lives really are unfolding on a daily basis. Focus on yourself. Tomorrow is a new day. And if you feel like giving up today, remember that. And remember that even if it's not today, tomorrow can be better. Shalane Tukai. Peace.